Hello YouTube, my name is Salzir and this is my first World of Tanks video. I've been playing the game now I suppose for about 7 or 8 months I think. I've only really, maybe about 5 or 6 of them actually properly. Starting to get quite decent at the game now, certainly to the extent that this kind of game, although this is a good game, it's these are starting to get a bit more frequent. I'm starting to put in a better kind of performance. By no means am I the best player in the world. I'm not going to claim that, but this is a nice one just to show as my first video anyway. So I'm platooned here in a pair of KV-1s. Bakura Vampire, he's my brother. I'll maybe refer to him as Richard a few times. He's in a stock KV-1. He's only been playing the game I think at this point for about a week. So we've managed to get him up to KV-1 or tier 5 pretty fast, and although he is stock, KV-1 strengths its armor, so he should still be able to do something, especially in this game, which is quite a nice matchup. As you can see, we're top tier. There are a few Churchills in their team, and there's an Excelsior, I think that is, and a KV-1. So I mean, there's a threat on the field, but if we play this smart, I do have XVM, so I know that none of their players are that great. So I think from efficiency wise, I think I'm the best player on the field, but it doesn't. The games don't always go according to stats. As you can see from our team, they've let us go to the beach. It's not too bad a distribution. There was a bit of a massive crowd of our tank destroyers right in the wee spot in the centre, and I don't know what they're doing there. They seem to have split up and they're maybe all dying. And it's 4-1 already, and I've just got the one. So tier 4 tanks. That T28 is playing like an idiot, but he just swerved at the last second there, and then I couldn't get the kill shot on him, and that. Remember that moment, because that is potentially a game-losing moment for us. As you'll see. Now the T28, we're not concerned about it at this stage. I mean, the T28, he's rushing behind us. I thought just from the way he was driving, he was probably just going to come down behind us there, as sometimes they do. But this guy, no, he drives away off some random route up towards our flag. There's a Hetzer there, so I'm not worried about him at this stage, but there's also a Churchill starting to go up this hill, so at this point we decide, right, there's no point continuing to push our flank here. We need to go back and help. There's a massive hole in our defences. We still have the heavy tanks that have been pushing the right hand flank, but the middle's totally collapsed, so it's going to be up to us now to plug the gap. So I'm kind of up here. I was aiming for the Churchill, but then this KV-1 just appears. I make a bit of a mistake here because I just reversed a wee bit too much. So I had to use my repair kit there just to keep to get my angle to shoot him again. We're doing damage to him. I was nicely angled there, so he wasn't going to do anything to me. Now we do hesitate here because I thought, first of all, we might have been spotted. We might have been getting some fire maybe from that Churchill who'd been going up there. Plus, goodness knows who else is going to come through the actual town itself and try and surround us. But we have to just make a quick decision, just go, right, let's go straight back up the flag. I sent Richard back up the beach. Anything that I face on this hill I'll be able to cope with, because I've got a bit of experience in the game. I'd rather Richard just went up that way, just in case anyone's going to try and come around behind us, and I'm not actually sure which is the quicker route to take here. But it's academic really, because there's 2 on the flag, one of them just left. But with 2 on the flag, we're looking at 40 seconds until they cap a site. So there's no way, even with a minute 30, I'm not entirely confident I'm going to get there in time. So yeah, I mean, this is looking like a lost cause right this moment. However, if you played World of Tanks, you will sometimes see whenever the odds are looking 11-7 for example, and you've got a massive numerical advantage, people will start typing don't cap, kill all, for example. And although I don't know if this has happened in this game, certainly the same effect, people have stopped capping without paying heed to the fact that the 4 of our tanks left are the heaviest tanks on the field. So we've got 3 KV-1s and a T1 heavy. Now they're all tier 5. Their team has a few tier 5s and a few tier 4s. So I wouldn't have been getting as overconfident as these guys are certainly playing at the minute, just by leaving that cap. I can understand the wanting to get a few extra kills and all that, but you need to win the game first. So that's a mistake that we're certainly gonna show them that that's a mistake. That's for sure. So it was a T-28, and I was assuming it was a Churchill that were capping this flag, and the KV-1's just gone down. There is a heavy tank on the main. Oh, it's a T-14, right? So he's the one taking care of the KV-1. So we still don't know where that Churchill is. The T-28 we reckon is probably gone along the north here just to try and get right behind those guys. It's potentially they're also looking for us. Forgetting, I mean, the T-28 would look like a bit of an idiot the way he was driving earlier, so maybe he didn't actually clock onto the fact that there was two KV-1s on the beach. So, but you never know, they're probably just chasing a kill. Our two guys, the KV-1 did alright, he got 3 kills. The T-1 got 1 kill, but they were overwhelmed. So they're now all dead. We expect them to come back the way they came. This is why we're sort of poking around here. I've got Richard over there to the right. He's coming up the slope very slowly still. Obviously my route was quicker, and I would just tell him just to knuckle down over there. And, as predicted, there's a T-28. I get a wee bit lucky because I set him on fire, but he's probably had the momentum that I would have shot him on the other side of the rock anyway. You'll notice I have premium shells loaded. The reason for this is because when I came up the slope I was expecting to find the Churchill, and the cap was still going at that point. I didn't want to miss any shots, and then I kind of forget about it. So this is another mistake in that I'm continuing to use premium shells because I'm basically just burning credits, and I don't need it because these guys are putting themselves side on to me, and these are not armoured tanks either. That Panzer IV, he played that like an idiot. He got tracked twice. He had to use his repair kit, but he was still side on to us. But that's what he gets for rushing into to a fight. And he should have seen that we were there just once the T-28 got killed, so he's got no excuses. So that's 2 of them down. Now the one we're concerned about is the Churchill. The T-14 is still a bit of an unknown quantity to me, but I don't know. Here he is anyway. And to be honest, in the game, when this is live, I actually thought he was an M7, so my bad. I don't know why I thought that, but it doesn't really matter. The guy, I think that was really quick, you know, in real time when it was happening. I was surprised he put himself side on to me like that. So Richard's still there. I tell him actually to fall back a wee bit because I've peeked that side. If there's anything coming, it's going to take a while for it to get up there. The only thing we need to kill now is the Churchill. The Hetzer and the MX-40 won't be a problem at all. I mean, the Hetzer potentially, if he gets behind us, he might be able to do us a wee bit of damage, but it's the Churchill that we need to kill, and I don't have a lot of faith in Richard's gun to do damage to this Churchill. But I'm hoping I can. I missed my first shot here. Obviously I was right. I went back this way just because he was last spotted at the bottom of this slope. Don't know what he's been doing. He must have found some spot to snipe those guys. And I'm still bouncing. I'm using premium shells here. I think about tracking him again, but he's still tracked. So I thought, right, you know what? I've just got a side shot. I can't miss too many more of these. And there you go. That's it. Game should be won now. So now it's just a case of like, where are these two? Because they could still outcap us if we go too far. But the MX-40 is right there. Again, I'm burning credits here because I forget about the premium that I'd loaded that. That's my fault, but I don't care. It's only credits. So we've got a dilemma, because if we've got both of the KV-1s going for their flag to cap, it'll take us a while, probably a few minutes to get over to their flag, by which time that Hetzer could appear and outcap us on our flag, and the chances are he's on our side of the map. So I tell Richard to stay where he is and look out for the Hetzer. He pings the map there because he just saw a shot fly from that direction, and I say, right, okay, you stay where you are, I shall go around this side, and we'll just make sure, because one thing that the Hetzer could do is lead us on like a merry-go-round around the map, you know, so he could just maybe try and drag it out for 5 minutes and hope for a draw or something daft like. But rather than going cap, I would just go over here. I've still got plenty of time. It does take a wee while to get up here, so I speed it up, speed up the video. Richard spots him eventually, so he's now tucked himself into this bit, so we know he's not going to run away. Richard does have the stock guns, as I've said a few times, so it is difficult for him to penetrate the guy. There's a wee bit of chat going on in the game where people were abusing the team, and although it doesn't show up on the replay here, I can see this guy the full side of this guy and get the 9th kill. And that was actually the 2nd game in a row I got 9 kills, although believe it or not the last one we actually lost. So this is the end of game stats. As you can see, 2300 XP, 55,000 credits. That's premium bonus. It's a non-double. Already had my double this day. Quite a few medals, and you'll see I'm more than twice the XP of the nearest person on my team. 1547 raw XP. I think at the time this was my best or my 2nd best ever. I missed 3 shots in the game, 2,500 damage, took 1100 potential damage. Not a lot of actual real damage because I angled myself for most of the game. And yeah, Radley Walters Medal, Top Gun, Ranger and Sniper. So not a bad day at the office, really. I did get helped by Richard. His score doesn't reflect it, but it is worth saying that without him there, just at least covering the flag, he gave me the peace of mind where I could then roam about myself, and he was always that extra wee distraction there for any enemies that I came across. So this certainly wouldn't have happened without him there. Overall though, the rest of our team as well, I mean, that KV-1 did an okay job getting 3 kills himself. At least 2 of their heavies were taken out before we got involved. Oh, actually no, we killed the Churchill and a KV-1 ourselves, so at least 2 of the others were taken out elsewhere. But it was a carry by our platoon anyway. So anyway guys, that's enough rambling from me, but thanks for watching. Don't forget about the thumbs up, and feel free to subscribe. I will certainly have a few more World of Tanks videos coming up.